Good evening, guys. So today we'll be going over question 15 from Robots and Humans and Robots and Humans 6. Basically, this sixth question. But yeah, okay. So this text is basically about the advancements of robots and how we have become more attached to robots um, throughout history and throughout life. So as we could see, the first paragraph usually is mostly talking about, however, advancements of robots engineer provoke a number of questions. Will people view one day robots as not machines but as peers? Basically, it raises the question of whether or not robots will become as advanced as to our form of, lifestyle. It gives this example of now, and basically now is it's kind of like it's kind of like a friend. So it says people have also shown a willingness to listen and to obey robots. In one study, test subjects did a bunch of things with a human-like robot called Now. At the end, when the person was supposed to turn off the robot, Now begged for his life, claiming to be afraid of the dark. Many subjects did not turn Now off or were unsure whether to do so. Some reported being taken aback by Now's pleas. Others felt pity. So, based on this paragraph right here, I believe that the question that it was asking us is how can we restate question 13 or how could we restate question 14? I mean, question sentences 13 or sentences 14. I don't know why it doesn't pop up here, but based on this, we kind of see that the tone of sentence 13 and the tone of yeah, mostly sentence 13 it's not really it's not really captivating for the audience. They use words such as did not turn off now did not turn now off or were unsure whether to do so. So the key word here is unsure. So when using words such as unsure, it doesn't really create an impacting tone in the audience. And it doesn't really create a lot of credibility as well, because when you say many subjects did not turn now off or were unsure whether to do so, it mostly just seems that okay, yeah, they could have, but they didn't really know. So instead of using words such as unsure, I viewed the choices here and I saw that E used words such as refuse and used words such as struggled. And as you can see from the rationale here, it says correct. This choice uses the emotionally expressive words refuse and struggle to give the audience a sense of turmoil expressed by participants in the study. Of the choices provided, this is one of the most effective at using word choices to establish a tone that conveys the emotionally difficulty of the situation. So seeing that, based on that, we can see that sentence 13 has to be restated, or else if we leave it as now, it's not going to create that big of an impact on the audience. If we say that the subjects didn't really know whether to turn now off or not, it doesn't really contribute to the fact that yeah, humans have to listen to and obey to robots. That humans will naturally listen and obey to robots. It doesn't really contribute to that, so we can't really leave it as that. Also, in choice B, we can't really use that either. Thought of turning Thought turning now off might be wrong, and some did not do it. It just shows that people aren't really connected to it, and that it's not that they felt as if they had to turn it off, or felt as they didn't have to turn it off. So it feels like boring. It gives kind of a boring tone. Choice B. In choice C, it says found the question of whether or not to turn now off a bit troubling. It almost gives the the same type of tone that sentence 13 already gives off. If we see the rationale for it, it says incorrect. This choice does identify the difficulty experienced by participant and the experience, but undercuts the gravity and emotional intensity of the situation participants experience by using casual phrase a bit. So using words such as a bit or troubling, it just kind of gives a boring tone, and it doesn't really captivate the audience that much. So viewing this, we need to understand that these readers have to do certain things to capture our attention. When seeing these different choices, we have to see, okay, what the author is trying to tell us, and why is he using these different things to catch our attention? Like, what is his argument here? So his arguments is, okay, yeah, humans are getting really attached to robots to the point where, especially in this paragraph, to the point where we will listen to and obey robots. And we will get so attached to them that we won't even want to turn them off. So, as choice Eve really identifies this because when trying to refuse and trying to struggle with it just means that we really do not want to turn now off. So, yeah, thank you guys for listening to this, and